Now, he's the world's most famous footballer, and he's been scoring a few goals now in Afghanistan.
David Beckham has been meeting British troops there. He posed for pictures and signed autographs at Camp Bastion in Helmand province, where around 9,000 UK soldiers are based, and later told British Forces News he would have considered a military career had he not become a footballer.
You know, as a kid, you play with guns and you do things like that, and it's nothing, obviously nothing compared to the real thing. But I've represented my country many times on the field, but what these guys do representing our country is really amazing.
And on the front pages of so many of this morning's papers, there are pictures of David Beckham joining the troops. There you go, Beckham joins the Gunners. Front page pictures on the front of the Telegraph today. It's clearly been a major morale-boosting visit.
Yeah, let's talk now to Nick Pollard from British Forces News and British Forces Broadcasting Service, indeed, and also to the singer James Fox, who's been entertaining the troops for many years. Have you, James?
I have indeed, yeah.
Yeah, how many years?
About 10 years along with CSE. Very enjoyable.
So when you see David Beckham out there, what is it like? What is it like when you first go? I mean, you must have been.
Yeah, it's quite a shock to see. Yeah, absolutely. It's you can be very nervous. The lads, the guys look after you incredibly well. It's we're very lucky ourselves and everybody that works for CSE to go and see the morale boost. The effect that we have firsthand. I'm sure with David being there right now, it's given the guys a lift on it, so that they'll talk about for many months.
Right. Yeah. And Nick, partly organised by British Forces Broadcasting.
Yes, you heard James use the initial CSE, that's Combined Services Entertainment. There is a sort of small blizzard of acronyms, anything to do with the military. But it's really been running since the Second World War, the grand tradition of George Formby and Jimmy Handley and Itmar and so on. And James and his colleagues who go out there regularly to entertain the troops follow in that fantastic sort of set of footsteps. Yeah. And the guys love it. It's really important. It's a fantastic morale boost, and they do a wonderful job, and the key thing is they don't just go to the big bases like Bastion and Kandahar. They get right forward to the forward operating bases and sometimes the patrol bases, and as you can imagine, the guys who've been there and been at the front line, they really appreciate what James and his colleagues do.
I mean, for those guys who are out there, they've signed up for that life. They know what to expect as far as anybody can. But for somebody like a global brand, one of the most famous people in the world, like David Beckham, I mean, the safety implications, the security must be immense.
Yes, this was David's idea. He wanted to go and do it, and our company was in discussion with his agents for quite a long time, because it does take a lot of setting up. He has to travel like any other person. He has to go on a military flight, he has to check in, do the safety briefings, and so on. So it's a big thing, even for a guy with all the sort of backup and support that he has. He's there, right out there where it matters. So very important, and terrific for the guys and terrific for him. He's on our radio station this morning at 10 o'clock, BFBS radio, British Forces Radio, which people can hear on DAB, on digital broadcast. He's there at 10 o'clock for the first hour, talking to soldiers.
Brilliant. OK, thanks both very much indeed. Just James, very quickly, I know you're coming back, but the scariest thing that's happened to you when you've been out there?
To be honest, the military, they make you feel very at ease that, these guys are the best, and, you don't think of the dangers when you're there, you just think of the morale boosting, what you're doing there, and that gets you through. It's fine.
Brilliant. OK, James and Nick, thanks very much.